big-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TD. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Being chased out left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go, and he believes that.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Kingsley Keke in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Freddie Swain, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Carson, and he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
It's a gain of 6, and the Seahawks 1st down.
Here's Carson, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Watson. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Watson. It's caught. This is White. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jonathan Grenard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First down, here's White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this will be incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. Powers through him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Throwing now is Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now Myers for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but